Oh, well, hello, beautiful people. How are we all this week? Would be really nice for you to just drop in an emoji or a comment or a word on how are you feeling? Are you feeling connected, disconnected? Are you feeling full or empty? Like, just really owning where you are at this week. So allowing yourself to, and when we put it into a comment or when we share that with another, what that means is it brings it out. It brings it out and into the forefront so that it can start to move. Whether it's good, bad or ugly, doesn't really matter. So seeing where you're at, just feeling into where you are and allowing that to be there so that you can see it, feel it and know it to be able to move it through. So what do we need? How do we get it? And what's enhancing us this week? Let's see what we've got. We've got Takashi cards this week. My favorites. And let's see what's happening. What do we need? Yep. How do we get it? And what's enhancing us this week? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, what do we need? Focus. Focus. What we focus on, we get more of. So really noting that what we focus on, we get more of. Really feeling that if we're focusing on the good things, then more good things can come to us. If we're focusing on the bad things, more bad things can come through to us. It's just because we get what we want. We actually do get what we want if we were really true to ourselves and really felt into how we're showing up. So focus. You can create more of whatever you focus upon. Be aware of where your thoughts take you, for this is where you are focusing your energy. And this energy flows to turn your thoughts into reality. Because it's almost like, you know, what do you want? The universe says, what do you want? And we say, I'm feeling terrible today and nothing's working out for me. Okay, we'll give that to you. So that's sort of how it works. Focus does not mean narrowing down your vision, but rather of widening your awareness whilst being sure of your target. So you know where you're heading towards, and then there's all these other parts that are going to come through. So being focused on that knowing that is there, it's almost like, oh, I want this, boom, land it, and then allow yourself to move towards it with the most positive part of it. That's where I always speak about sitting at the highest resonance. And when we're not, it's really showing us where we're out of ourselves. So where you're focusing, is it coming from love or is it coming from fear? Where you're moving towards, like, just really note yourself, really be true to yourself and where things are coming from. And if they're not where you want them to be, then get back into self, get back to focusing on self and coming back within yourself so that you can find all your parts and bring them all back in. So it's a journey and it's not, boom, it's there. It's a space where we work through some stuff, but everything is always happening for us, not to us. So what do we need? How do we get it? Practicality. Yeah. Doing some processes, coming back to basics, it might be just going for a walk with yourself, do some sort of movement with yourself, do some sort of dancing with yourself, do some breath work, do meditation. What practically can you do today for you to get more inside yourself, more connected to your true self, more connected to the place where you want to be resonating from? The highest frequency of where you want to be. So practicality. Be practical, do it easy. Do not make things more complicated than they need to. What I hear there is get out of your head. Everything will work out the way it's meant to unfold because everything is happening for us. Just remembering that it's the gift space of it. It is time to tidy up, loosen up, clean up loose ends. Attend to the practical side of life and allow sense to prevail. You have sound, down to earth and workable projects waiting for your energy input. Do not doubt your practical abilities. So that in that practicality is the self-worth space is in that too. So if we're focusing on something, and we're wanting to bring that to fruition. And then the practicality part is we've got to put these stepping stones in, you know, for us to walk on. If we're setting them from we can't do this, we're not worthy, all of the different things, then the stepping stones aren't going to be very fun to step on. So making sure, just checking in on our focus, checking in on where we're focusing our energy, like what level within us that we're, and the practicality of we need to put some steps into motion to get this moving, to get this flowing, so that your body, mind and spirit can all be aligned. And what's going to enhance us this week is commitment. It is a big commitment to self to do all these things. It's a big commitment to bring the wholeness of ourselves, to allow all of those parts of us, mind, body and spirit, to work together, to be one. So the commitment is huge, and say yes to self every day. Like, even if things feel like they're falling apart and everything's happening, and know that it's as it's meant to be. And so it's like thanking and rejoicing and finding the celebration. Sometimes I just have a little giggle, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this? And then it's like, okay, let's go. Have a little shake, have a little dance, have a little move. Commit to self. Know that every day you're going to show up for you, and you're so committed to finding the highest place for you to resonate from and living your divine heaven on earth. So commitment to yourself will create all you need to learn and grow. Actively involve yourself in your world. Be practical rather than a spectator. Life is for living, loving and experiencing. Take the plunge. Once you make a commitment, follow it through with integrity you deserve. So it's when we're not following through, when we're not making that commitment to self, that we kind of, like in all the other cards, that we prove ourselves right. We prove ourselves right that, yeah, see, it told you so, whether that's good or bad, you know, whether that's, so it's depending where. So when we're committed to self, we can find the practicality, we can find the steps that we need coming from the highest resonance that we need, and we can focus on where we're moving towards within ourselves, really. So they're quite different cards this week to be able to really find your way. So if you're not understanding some of that space, because that was quite deep, there was a lot going on there, and to really align that mind, body and spirit, you sometimes need help. So if you need a reading, if you need a session, get in contact with me and we can do that. I've also got, so the 21st of March, Breath into Body is doing their workshop. We're doing our sound and clay workshop, where you can create something magical that you've bought from, you know, from in your ether, and you bring it all down through your being and you create something so divine and special. So we've got that workshop happening on the 21st of March in Maynard in Northern Rivers. So very excited. So head over to www.breathintobody.com and book your ticket, or reach out to me if you need the link. I can send that through to you. We're also just working today, Tristan and I are working today on a date for Orgasmic Cultivation Workshop. So it's a somatic journey for couples to be able to really find each other and yourselves first, and then find each other in that really touch, feel, you know, getting out of our heads, getting into our hearts, feeling into our feeling bodies, and some really beautiful processes for you to be able to do that with your partner. So that's going to be happening in May. So again, reach out to me if you want to know more details, and we'll be launching all of that officially very soon. And the other thing that today, third of the third, we've Breath into Body has launched Blue Lotus. So we are selling Blue Lotus now in our shop. So I would love for you all to go over and have a look. We've got some incredible packaging and the most divine, like when we received it, just smelling the Blue Lotus is so good. So the Blue Lotus is really awesome for anxiety, relaxation, like for finding your zen, for finding your inner peace within yourself. It's a great tea. You just put a flower in your tea and you let that brew, and then you just drink that up. So if you're doing meditation, if you're doing some inner work, we use it in our orgasmic cultivation space to really enhance our feeling body and to really connect deeply within ourselves. So if that's something that you need, some people just use it for anxiety, some people use it for sleep, some, you know, there's so many beautiful benefits for the Blue Lotus tea. So get onto that. Go again to breathintobody.com and our shop is there, and go and gift yourself because you won't be disappointed. You'll be so excited. Yeah. So that's probably me today. Please call out to me. Woohoo! Good to see Em. It's my other half of Breath into Body. So we're very excited to be bringing that to you all at the moment. And for our workshop, like, as you know, Em, we're just in our buzz. So come join us and create from within, and so without, you'll take yourself something home beautiful. So have an incredible day and week, and let's connect on whatever level that is. It might just be, hey, I want to say hi. I don't know why, but I want to say hi. And so do that. Yeah, I love bringing these little readings to you every week. Have an incredible week. Mwah!